No wonder they get a big head. If you're
they're
driving
just
that around,
funneling
you
money
are in
into 'em.
charge.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who you are or what your job is. If you're driving
You're in
that, people
charge.
like if I go by one of those and drive it down the street, I'm in charge of that road. Like whether I'm a cop or not.
Welcome to the DeSoto Approach with Jake and Logan.
Well, I don't know if you would call them aliens. Maybe they're not called
Let's go.
All right. Oh my God.
Jeez.
Oh God damn. Okay, my bad.
That's the intro.
All right, welcome back everybody to another episode of the DeSoto Approach, episode 46.
Yep, 46. It's fall.
What's that?
I said it's fall.
It's fall.
We're coming up on a year.
It is fall now. It's been pretty fallish lately. The fucking winter's coming, dude. I hate winter. Can we talk about winter for a minute?
Dude,
I want to talk about it as long enough to say that I fucking hate it, dude.
Dude, and that is exactly why, unpopular opinion here, I don't like fall. Because it's just
fall's
like
a good season,
it's
just
good.
the precursor to winter.
Exactly. That's why I like spring the best, because it's like, oh, this shit's over for like 7 or 8
dude.
months.
Yeah.
But fall weather is nice. I mean, it's 75 and sunny. Can't get much better. 70, 75 and sunny. Crisp wind.
Oh, yeah. Nice morning wind, dude.
Dude, but winter does suck.
It's just brutal. It's so long. Dude, living in the Midwest is fucking... People talk about the seasons in the Midwest. We get fucking seasons out here, dude. The winter is so fucking brutal and long and dark. And then the summer is so fucking hot. For like 2 weeks of summer, it's like 100 degrees. And for 2 weeks in the winter, it's like negative 20 degrees.
It has to be, the Midwest has to be probably the most extreme weather, wouldn't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
it gets like as cold as anywhere else and as hot as anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like there's places that are for sure hotter and there's places that are for sure colder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like
But
Texas, for
barely,
example.
dude.
Texas, for example, obviously Texas is hotter, and this like Texas summers probably fucking suck, dude. They're probably so hot, but their winters, it's only like 45, 50 degrees in the winter. So it's like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's not as extreme.
They
of
got a fucking quarter
change.
inch of snow and the state shut down last year.
Yeah, the whole fucking
half the
city
people
of
almost
Dallas
died.
The whole city of Dallas has like 3 plow trucks.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I will say the fucking winter infrastructure around here is pretty nice.
Yeah,
like it'll snow 6 inches and the roads will be fine by the time you wake up because they're just constantly plowing all night.
Yeah, and you have like a bunch of individual businesses and stuff like that who do plowing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
like
all
the city
set
has
up.
a lot,
It's all
and
ready
then
to go.
yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. Because it gets used. Like it's a legitimate business in the winter. It snows so fucking much here, dude. A couple years ago, we had that polar vortex in Dubuque. It hit negative 64 degrees.
That's unreal.
Dude, are we the moon? Negative 64 degrees? What the fuck is going on? What do you think, Alaska? I think we actually might have looked this up. What's the coldest temperature on Earth? Actually, it's probably like
we definitely looked this up before.
now that we're saying it, I think we did.
We'll still
Where
look it up
was
again.
it? Where do you guess? Don't look. Don't look yet.
Well,
what's your guess?
I'm gonna guess Antarctica. The cold. Are we talking just? Like the coldest?
No, I was gonna say temperature. I would also assume it'd be Antarctica, or maybe the North Pole.
So like
which one's colder?
Well, Santa's up there.
That's true.
That's a little too cold.
The elves working in the shops warm it up a little.
Yeah. So just like the coldest temperature ever recorded.
Yeah. What do you think?
I'm going minus 127.
127 Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit. Dude, wouldn't Celsius be like, dude, that'd be like,
I don't know. I think it reverses in negative.
It does. Oh shit.
I don't know. Like, you know how 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So like point. 10 degrees Celsius is like warmer. I think in negative it reverses. So like negative 120 degrees Fahrenheit would be less. Actually, I honestly have no idea. I don't know how it works.
We'll look it up after this.
I'm going to guess.
I'm
going to guess. What'd you guess?
127.
I'm going to guess negative 126. We'll see who's closer.
You fucking cut me off by 1 degree.
Yeah, dude. Don't you watch The Price is Right? Let's see.
ever recorded. Okay. And the survey says minus 128, bitch.
No fucking
go.
way, dude. God damn it.
Fuck yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
You thought you were being smart. You should have went the other way.
Oh my God. Yeah, see, it's only 89 degrees Celsius. Negative 89 degrees Celsius.
So yeah, it does reverse.
Yeah.
That makes no fucking sense to me. I mean, there is a calculation, I guess, but
dude, are we gonna talk about how you guessed that like within 1 degree?
Maybe it was.
I was within 2, to be fair. I was gonna say 128, but I thought that 127 would be too low.
I mean,
like I thought it would be warmer.
I'm no genius. I mean, I'm sure it was just in my subconscious. Like it was I just remember it from the last time we looked it up somehow. I don't know.
That's so cold though, dude. Negative 64 was so fucking cold. They shut down. That was when I was still in college.
That's
they
half
shut down,
as cold as that.
We had
64.
one other day the entire time I was in college where they canceled classes, and it was the day after the Super Bowl, like my freshman year, I think, because it snowed like 13 inches in one night. And it was just constantly snowing all day. Dude, I had to dig my car out of the parking lot in like literally with a shovel out of the parking lot, like outside our dorms. And they canceled classes that day and then never again. And then when there was the polar vortex, it was negative 64 degrees, the coldest it hit. It was like below negative 50 for like 3 days straight. They canceled like a fucking week of classes because people, like, you would just die if you go outside. You couldn't be outside, dude. It was so fucking cold. It didn't snow at all. It was just literally so cold. They just didn't have class.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want people, because a lot of people walk. Oh, yeah. A lot of people walk to class. Like, if you live on campus, you're not going to.
Most people, yeah.
You can't drive. Like, our campus was small enough. If you live on campus, like, you're not going to drive to class. Like, I lived on campus and from on the far side, and, like, there was classes that I had in a building that was on the opposite side. And it's small enough, but, like I said, I would walk. But it would take me, like, 10 minutes of being outside. Like, I would walk through buildings and stuff, but there was probably 10 minutes of being outside.
Yeah.
Like, walking to class. And, like, you couldn't do that in fucking negative 64 degrees, dude.
Yeah. That was like you and I. They had parking. Like, you could drive to a class, but there's so many people that go there that there's not enough parking space. Yeah. I mean, there's enough for like 100 people to maybe park in front of the building, but that's about it.
And colleges are assholes about parking. Dude, you know how many fucking parking tickets I got?
Yeah.
They're savages.
Except getting a parking ticket from the college was a lot better than getting a parking ticket from the city. Because the city... the city was always more expensive for us.
Dude, no. The city parking tickets are like $15. I've gotten one before.
Oh, really?
Fair. And the campus ones are like fucking $80, dude. And they just
tack it onto your U-bill.
Campus security are fucking dirtbags. They just walk around like, dude, none of these kids have money. You know what I mean? They're all in college, and you're just walking around.
They're already getting screwed.
Just wishing a motherfucker would park in the wrong spot, dude. That's their whole life.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck. If you are a university campus officer, you are a fucking dirtbag.
Beef with university employees on this podcast. Jeez.
I just
don't get Jake started on campus security or the campus life coordinators.
I forgot about that. That guy, just as an individual, was a fucking idiot, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was one guy when I was at UD that was he was like the head of campus security for a while. He was this older guy. He was fucking cool as shit. We'd always bullshit with him when we'd see him, but yeah, other than that, dude, they're just
good times.
Who grows up wanting to be that job? You get some little sense of power. It's like a cop, but you're not even like a real. You're not a cop, but they act like they're in the fucking FBI, dude.
Like campus a cop security actually has an opportunity to like. A cop has it like
pull out their gun and shoot you.
Well, and they have an opportunity to actually do good in society. Whereas like a campus security, you're not fucking like, what dude, are you doing? You're calling the real cops if something actually happens.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like
you're
mall
not actually
cops,
doing
dude.
anything. Yeah, it is. It's a mall cop.
They're literally, their job is just to go around and make sure that kids aren't parked in the right spot, and to make sure kids aren't fucking smoking weed or some shit.
Yeah.
Making sure they're fucking over the kids
but
that
if
are
they were,
fucking
then they would
drinking
call
in
the
the
real
dorms.
cops.
Yeah, dude, they can't even write them a ticket or anything.
Yeah,
They just
like that's
make
what
them
happened
fucking,
in our.
I don't know.
I don't want to get too deep into talking about fucking dorm life again, but
Dude, if you gave campus security guns, there would be millions of shootings a year. The power trips those motherfuckers go on, dude. Oh my god.
At our dorm
think the
room, you always
police are
knew when
bad.
someone was smoking weed or someone like actually got caught doing something illegal because the real cops would be parked outside. But
Campus security comes and tears your fucking door down because they heard there's a fucking joint in a room. Look, it's for the good of the nation, Logan. These guys are doing the fucking work of the federal government. No, I don't know, dude. They're out of control.
Work of the
I'll say
federal government. They are funded by the federal government. A lot of their money is.
Yeah. Dude, that's so funny that we're talking about this. I just on Twitter this morning saw a picture. I couldn't even find it right now, but there's a picture of Ohio State has like an armored vehicle for the campus police. See if you can look it up, dude. Google Ohio State campus security armored vehicle. Dude, it was so fucking out of control that they would ever need this.
Dude, is this it?
Yeah. No, not that one. It's like the same thing as that. Well, I guess, yeah, it says Ohio State University gets armored military service.
Dude, what in the fuck?
That's fucking crazy, right? What do they need that for?
Afghanistan. Dude,
This is
that
so
is
they
like
can
literally
gun down-
something that would be in Afghanistan.
So they can gun down a 19-year-old that parked in the wrong parking lot on campus.
They're just preparing, dude.
Yeah. Campus security's getting out of control.
Dude, just imagine, okay, put yourself in that person's shoes, driving that vehicle. You're just driving it. There's
that.
no emergency at all. You're just driving it. You're just you're just patrolling in that thing. Imagine how much of an fucking asshole you would feel like driving that thing through campus.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. You give them that, they don't give a fuck, dude. They're just driving around campus.
Yeah, they're patrolling parking tickets in that thing.
No wonder they get a big head. If
Yeah,
you're
they're
driving
just
that around,
funneling
you
money
are in
into 'em.
charge.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who you are or what your job is. If you're driving
you're in
that, people
charge.
like if I go by one of those and drive it down the street, I'm in charge of that road. Like whether I'm a cop or not. Like it's so big, dude. You couldn't even.
Which, by the
stop
way,
it.
these guys are not.
Yeah, they're not. They're not.
They are not police.
No, they're fake cops.
That's so funny, dude.
Well, I don't know. Do you think places like Ohio State, maybe like their campus security are actual cops? Because, like, I'm not going to say his name, but like our police officer at our school, like,
Yeah.
like he's an actual cop, but he works at the school. Do you think like
Yeah, he's
bigger
like the
schools
DARE
like
officer.
that? Because like Dubuque's not going to have real cops working for their campus
that's
security.
true.
But like a big school like Ohio State, maybe it might be needed because there's just a lot more people. There's just a lot more shenanigans going on. You know what I mean?
guess, yeah. Dude, you want to know the most fucked up thing that UD security ever did? One time we were in the library. We were sitting there. We used to have to do, they'd call it study tables for soccer if you had a bad GPA. So I was always in it. And like the team, everybody on the team would have to go in there and do like homework and shit for like an hour, 2 days a week or whatever. But we're all in there. We're all sitting there. We're in the library. And they just send out a text message. Like, you know how they do Amber Alerts? It just goes to your phone. Mm-hmm. They basically have that with UD security for all the students that are there because they have everyone's contact information. And they sent out a text message that said active shooter on campus.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Dude, and we're in the library. Where do you think he's going?
Yeah,
To
the library is where you go. Or the cafeteria. I'd say one of those.
Fucking official, like, security sent out active shooter on campus. And for like 10 minutes, we're like, what the fuck do we do? Do we leave? Do we go out? Like, what do we do? Like, we're all freaking out. We're like, no one knows what's going on. And then like 10 minutes later, like, dude, a good 10, 15 minutes later, they messaged everybody, this was just a test. Dude, lead with this is just a test.
We're
you
just
gotta
testing
lead with
this.
that.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy that you get that. Did someone get fired for that? Like, you can't just text everybody that there's a fucking active shooter.
They probably sent out the message and they're like, in their heads, they're thinking like, oh, like, it's going to be a test. They're not even thinking of it. Then they send it and they're like, oh, fuck, we never said it was a test. And they had to like quick scramble to draft up like a test.
How do you accidentally do that? How do you accidentally just send out active shooter on campus?
Maybe
That's
they were maybe
crazy.
For some reason in their heads they thought it was a good idea to make it you feel like it was real, even though it wasn't. They want to really put you in that state of mind. They want to make sure that you know what you're doing. Really think it over.
They did that to Hawaii. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was insane though. That was like the whole state of Hawaii.
They sent out like an Amber Alert thing, but
nuclear missiles.
Incoming,
dude, that's
incoming
fucked up.
Nuclear missile.
Dude, that's actually so fucked.
There was like people that like, I was trying to drive to my family. There's like people throwing their kids down wells and shit.
Yeah,
so they get blown up. Like, it was fucking crazy. That person had to lose their job, right? You can't like saying there's an active shooter to like a campus of people is one thing, but saying there's an inbound nuclear missile, dude.
Do you think that was somebody actually doing that from within the government, or do you think it was like a hacker? I thought it was a hacker.
No, it was someone fucked up.
Oh, really? It wasn't a hacker?
Yeah, I think it was someone fucked up.
God, let's see if we can get a picture of this guy.
The guy that did it.
Who sent out nuke warning? I don't know. Oh, here's the Wikipedia for it. Accidentally issued an emergency alert for a nuclear fucking...
38 minutes later, dude.
That's
For 38
crazy.
minutes later, you thought you were fucking dead. Right? 38 minutes.
I mean, the silver lining in that...
You thought you were fucking dead.
The silver
Dude,
lining...
how much
if
would
you're
that
in that
change
situation,
your life after that?
That's what I'm saying. Those people are probably like, you know what? Fuck this job, dude. I'm out. Fuck this.
Yeah, dude. I bet some people fucking switched up.
Dude, I bet there was people at work, like in their job that they didn't like their job, but they were like, I'm going to hold on to it because it's good money, whatever. And I'm sitting there typing on my computer, blah, 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 blah. And then that nuke comes up and it's like 5 minutes goes by. 10 minutes goes by. You're like, fuck, is this real? The fuck's going on?
They thought it was real. The government sent them a thing saying that's what I'm saying.
Incoming. So like after they
were just sitting there.
After they became
no one just sat there and stayed at work. Dude, if you sent me
that's what I'm saying though.
Message
like,
that there's a nuke coming, I would leave work immediately.
Yeah, but do you think those people are like, you know what? Fuck this job. Like just fucking threw their computer against the wall. Like they just
how many people do you think just accidentally quit? Do you think just confessed something super fucked up because they thought they were dead? They're with their wife. Like, I've been sleeping with your sister for 2 years. So we're dead. And then nothing happened.
God.
Oh my God, dude, that's so funny. Dude, I bet that happened because if you thought you
that's
were dead,
wild. I didn't even think about that. I bet there was so much of that. Because I mean, like
just some fucking crazy
most people do that. I feel like when they're about to die, they like if they have something that they want to get off their chest, they just fucking do it because they're gonna die. Like,
you're not surviving a nuke.
Yeah, you're done.
You are fucked if you get nuked.
Yeah. But on the flip side, like you were saying, like the silver lining, I bet a lot of people fucking changed their lives after that. Like, I bet they put things into perspective for sure. So maybe that's what they were trying to do. Maybe they were really trying to knock the Hawaiian people into shape. And it said it was from North Korea too. Like, that's believable. Like, if you told me that, I'm like, fuck,
that's
dude,
who they would nuke if they were going to do it.
Yeah.
It's the closest part of the U.S. to them. Dude, what a fuck up.
Dude,
that's a whack.
Dude, I'm going to look up like a Google image of somebody that like took a picture of it on their phone. Dude, just imagine this comes up on your fucking phone. I would shit myself.
It fucking says for just listening, it says emergency alert. It's literally the Amber Alert thing that pops up on your phone. It says ballistic missile threat inbound to Hawaii. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill. All in caps, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's got to be the
after Pearl Harbor,
worst feeling ever. I like how there's just a picture of the Seth Jensen, huh?
It's like
on
completely
the messages
separate
above it on the screenshot. But dude, that's so fucking wild. That would be the craziest. Like, what do you do? Like, I don't even know. You don't even know. I don't know if I would do anything. I wouldn't even know
what would you do in 5 minutes?
Dude, I like nothing.
I think the best thing you could do is just like sit down for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes and just fucking think. Like just try to think what you're going to do. Like, because I feel like the people
out of it.
Because the people who are going to act right away, they're done. They didn't think. They didn't think before they acted. I'm surviving that. If
immediately went down into a bomb shelter 30 feet underground, they would be dead first because they didn't sit and think.
Yeah, they didn't think about what they're doing.
No idea how long it's going to be. Like, it could be 30 seconds or it could be an hour. Probably not an hour, right?
That's true. They might not be alerting you. I mean, with today's technology, they'd probably be able to alert you pretty quickly. But don't we have, like, doesn't the United States have, like, military technology to, like, take down that stuff when it's in flight?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if it's in...
Unless they make stuff that's, like, invisible.
I don't think they can do that.
Like that.
Maybe,
like the Montauk. Montauk
Maybe,
project.
Dude,
I watched a documentary. I watched like a documentary and listened to a little bit of a podcast on that Montauk project. Turns out it might be kind of bullshit, obviously, but it's pretty interesting. So they like the point of them trying to make the ship invisible was so they can like, it was right after World War II. It was right when World War II was starting up, and they were trying to make these warships invisible so they could go into enemy territory, and they were trying to make them invisible to like just invisible in general, but that didn't work, obviously. so they tried to make them invisible to radar or whatever. So they put like all these electromagnetic fields around the outside of them, and then like
that makes sense.
Yeah, and then like reports say like the ship just fucking disappeared. So the ship all the way up to the sky and all the way through, like down through the ocean, like I don't even know how to explain it. It was invisible. It was just an invisible field all the way up and all the way down. And the reports have it teleporting. So it disappeared, and then 200 miles away, they spotted the same ship. Allegedly. This is like 1943 or whatever. So, you know.
Yeah.
And then they were reported to go back 10 minutes in time. And everyone like on the ship had like long-term fucking brain damage and like bone issues and shit, and like nerve damage everywhere.
What?
Yeah. It's pretty wild. Should look up a documentary on it, but yeah.
What did you watch? What was it on?
It was just a YouTube, like it was one of those stupid fucking documentaries where it's like pictures of stuff, and there's just a guy in the back like, well, and then right before World War II, the Montauk Project, also known as the Philadelphia Experiment, took off right after Pearl Harbor.
Dude,
and
I
it's just
love
a guy.
Like that.
Yeah. They're entertaining. They know how to like fucking make them entertaining.
Yeah. I watch a lot of stuff like that. Like I said, I've been watching a lot of Ancient Aliens. I watched all the Ancient Aliens that's on Netflix. It's only one season. It's like 11 or 12 episodes. But I love, like, they have a lot of... Ancient Aliens is the best. You know the guy, the meme with the fucking long hair? He's the best.
Yeah.
Fucking Giorgio something. I don't know.
And those are definitely 100% green screens and behind them. They just look so fucking fake. The bookshelves and stuff behind them.
Yeah. But he's the fucking best. Like he's kind of the reason why that show works so good.
Yeah.
Or like all the people they have, because they're like have all of this really good evidence, and then he's just like of just like crazy stuff that's kind of unexplained, and then he just gets so liberal with his predictions. Like it's like a old piece of artwork that there's some guy in ancient Egypt that's like in some thing. I don't know. It's like weirdly shaped, like And they're like kind of claiming that it kind of looks like a cockpit, that he's sitting in a cockpit of like a spaceship. Like this is their interpretation of what it looked like based on how they understood stuff. But it's just like a guy. It's a picture of a guy like sitting weird in something, and he's like, "This could only be an alien spacecraft. It's the only possible explanation." It's like. It's not the only one. Like you could
it's
maybe
a explanation.
It could maybe look like that if you're like outlining certain parts. It's like it could only possibly be an alien spacecraft.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, that's why those shows work though. That's why those shows work. It's like the Ghost dude, you know Ghost Adventures with Zach Bagans?
No, fuck ghost shows. Ghost shows are the worst.
Yeah, but that's why they work and they're entertaining because they're like, this could only be this electric orb. It could only be the Miss Sally Sue who died in 1847 by hang.
It's just I hate the shows, the ghost hunter shows where they're like in houses and there's like noises. What was that? What was that? It's all the fucking bullshit. Like it's all the bullshit. Like all the lights are off and they're using the night vision. It's like, dude, I don't think ghosts only come out when it's dark. It's just scarier when it's dark, right? Yeah. Like if your house is haunted, I'm sure it's still haunted when if the lights are on at night. You know what I mean?
That's a really good point. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
And then it's just a bunch of rustling around. Like, dude, this is perfect camera work. The entire rest of the show. Like during the day, it's perfect camera work. It's either set up on a tripod or these guys have these nice cameras. They're good at it. They're professionals. And then all of a sudden, it's the most bullshit thing ever. They can't fucking keep it straight at night. It's all over the shop.
Yeah. Because the camera shake adds like anxiety to the
that's what I'm saying. And it's fucking moving around all quick. It's like. Yeah, I don't know.
And then they'll see like an orb on a. They'll see like a dust orb, like literally a fucking piece of dust. Oh man, I don't know. It could be dust, but it could also be
the only Jimmy. Explanation is that
the only thing I could think of
paranormal,
dude. But I'll defend Ghost Adventures though, because that's the only ghost show that's fun to watch, because Zach Bagans, the guy, dude, he's just as fuck. You know who that is? Do you know who he is? Dude, he's just fucking ripped out of his mind. He's this massive dude. And dude, he's worth like we were looking it up the other day. He's worth like $30 million. He's just fucking so rich. This guy. He like had a ghost, like he like put a brick above his face in one of these things, and he like dared the ghost to like throw the brick at his face, and it like did.
Dude, that's how confident he is in that what he's doing is bullshit.
Dude, this guy is
you know
just
what
fucking,
I mean?
Yeah.
Like he knows there's no ghost that's gonna throw a fucking brick at him.
Look at this guy, dude. There's no like good pictures of him. Like he's fucking jacked. I don't know. There's not really great pictures of him, but he's so like he knows how to play the game for sure.
Yeah, he's just so full of shit.
Yeah, and he knows he's like a YouTuber, like, but it's like, you know how YouTubers, like all the good YouTubers just like know how to play the game. Like they know how to like keep your attention and like change your attention and like
not necessarily the good YouTubers, just the biggest ones. The huge ones. Yeah,
like they know how to play the game. He's like that with this. Like he knows the things to say to get you to like think it's real, or like he knows. I don't know. It's just
there's like there's like a weird formula to it that's good. Even though I know it's bullshit, he definitely knows it's bullshit. Yeah. Right?
Oh, he has to. And he's so intense. He's so like, it's so fun to watch Ghost Adventures though, because he's so fucking intense, dude. Like he's just like, he gets so into it, and just his like the way his tone of voice, the way it like changes, and he like emphasizes things. It's really good.
Yeah.
But what were we fucking talking? I feel like you were talking about Ancient Aliens.
Yeah, and, I've been watching a lot of conspiracy shit lately. As opposed to the rest of the time, which I always am. But no, like I like good stuff, like learning stuff about like Operation Northwoods, like stuff that actually happened. But I've been going just off the deep end on shit lately.
Stuff that's like
I don't even believe it, but it's just funny. Like flat Earth stuff. Like I'll give it a chance, dude. I want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
But there's like we kind of talked about this last time, but these videos of that they think there used to be a civilization, because I think, especially from like ancient aliens or like other stuff, like these civilizations that existed thousands of years ago that were advanced, like we don't know how they built the pyramids and shit, or like the Mayans, like all this stuff they did. How did they have this knowledge of like planetary systems that like these primitive Stone Age civilizations, which is what we think they were that long ago.
Yeah.
Like how do they have all this knowledge of like stars, of all these other planet systems, stuff like that with the technology that they had? Like, how does that make any sense? Or them building this stuff? That's why a lot of like the whole ancient aliens things is obviously that they think there was like alien intervention. But there's like a lot of other hypotheses that there's like just humans were way more advanced at one point and then something happened that just sent us back.
I totally could believe that.
Yeah, that's way more believable than like these people just not being able to do anything. Yeah, or like the technology that we think they had back then doing the stuff that they were doing just doesn't really like
it doesn't
add
make
up,
sense.
I guess.
Like pulleys.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna build a fucking pyramid with a pulley? Good luck. Like a perfectly architected pyramid. Like in like these sculptures and shit. It's like, what? You're not fucking doing that.
And
with
a
your hands.
lot of like ancient cities all said that like the information or like the technology that they had was given to them, like either by like different gods that they had. Like none of them are like, oh, we just came up with this. Like now scientists come up with shit like you get the credit, like stuff that Leonardo da Vinci came up with. Like he gets the credit for that. Like back then it was like, we didn't invent this. Like this technology was given to us by like gods, or like some just say like fucking aliens basically.
Yeah.
And it's like that kind of makes sense that they were advanced, but they didn't have the technology, but they were kind of showed how to do this stuff, or like they advanced so quickly. But then there's like, I was watching this shit I've been going down, because so that stuff's believable. I kind of believe that. I think something like that happened. I think there's something fishy with
or something
I've been
like
going
that.
down these
Something
like
kind
YouTube
of like
rabbit
that.
holes. I've been going down these YouTube rabbit holes that this was like 200 years ago. There was these crazy advanced civilizations, and like we don't have the technology now to build like the fucking Empire State Building. Like all of history that we've been told is a complete lie. Everything was like built like there was like giants like 200 years ago. They built all these like fucking giant structures. Like we can't even do that now. It's like, okay, well that's just dumb.
Yeah.
And this guy, the guy that I've been watching on YouTube, he's like, yeah, well, obviously we can't. Like, he's so fucking sure of it that you're an idiot if you don't believe that. Like, it's so fucking funny.
I feel like, I feel like he's just being a grifter. Like, he's just getting those people to get behind him. Like, I feel like that guy doesn't actually believe that. Like, if he's smart enough to be, like, you think that he's actually, because is he a big YouTuber? Does he have a large following?
No.
Or is it just like kind of an underground guy?
No.
Okay. That's a little different,
guy.
I feel like.
Dude, like all the flat earth stuff, like that kind of shit is so just not, it's just so obviously
You know what's crazy though?
Real.
You know what's crazy is like when it comes to history and how you were just saying like, oh, history's all bullshit. Like those people were saying like history's all bullshit and like they were lying to us. What's crazy about that is like we literally like I can't prove that. I can't prove that something before February 4th of 1996 didn't happen. I literally cannot fucking prove it. There's zero way of me proving it. I can almost prove it, but I can't 100%. Like Jordan and I always joke, like when we go see a comedian, like when we went to go see Tom Segura, like we were like, oh, we confirmed Tom Segura is a real person. We're like, yep, we confirmed it. Like we were just joking around, but like that's the only way you can actually confirm anything.
Yeah, dude. I never saw the World Trade Center in person. I can't confirm if those buildings ever even existed.
Same.
I've been on that for a while. I started thinking about not that fucking that didn't exist.
World Trade Center.
But I was like, I don't know, before I ever got into like politics and news and stuff, like maybe like my freshman of college, I just could not get over the fact of like certain stuff in science as well, like carbon dating. I don't know how carbon dating works.
That's
like
wild.
Plates.
I feel like they just made that
I
up.
was just told that tectonic plates exist. I don't know if they exist. I don't know how they know that tectonic plates exist. Like, is that settled science? Or like carbon dating stuff? I was like, how do they know that turtles have been around for 150 million years?
Yeah, there wasn't people back then.
they can test it. I was like, I don't know. And I was like, I believe that they were, but I just believe because someone told me that. And then I was watching a thing the other day that apparently carbon dating just isn't like completely accurate. Like it's kind of bullshit science. And I've been saying that for a while. I'm not saying that it is bullshit.
I've always wondered that too. I've always wondered how the fuck do you know that?
Yeah, because it was on Ancient Aliens, and everything on Ancient Aliens is 100% true. I know that because
that's the only explanation for anything.
Yeah. But they were talking about it, and they're like, well, a lot of it, because apparently, and I may be butchering this, I can't really remember it. I don't know, but they were saying like they can't carbon date fossils because they need like organic material and fossils. I don't know. Something about you can't carbon date fossils, so they would have to carbon date like sediment in the like same level of where it was like buried or whatever, where they find it. They have to carbon date sediment that was surrounding it and then make guesses based off that. And it's also like this carbon-14 stuff that you're like pulling up right now.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a certain level of carbon in the air at the time, but they're like, we don't really know what the levels of carbon were. They could have spiked or dropped off, or like it may not age at a regular rate.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So they really just don't know how old shit was. I don't know how it works, shit up.
I mean, I'll get behind it though, because then it gives you like some kind of explanation for something. Like I feel like you would go crazy if there was just dude, the people that think there's no fucking explanation for anything in their entire lives, I feel like those are the people that go off the deep end. You know what I mean? Like there's just
what do you mean?
There's no explanation for anything.
Yeah. There's not for a lot of shit though. And see, I think that's why stuff gets weird. Because people just accept any explanation. Like, dude, all this stuff with 9/11, like there's a lot of shady shit.
That's true. There's an opposite side to that as well. Like, yeah, you think everything that you're told is the truth, and you're also fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like you're just as, if you think everything you're told is true, you're just as fucking crazy as the person who doesn't believe anything that he's told.
Maybe more. I don't know. No, not more.
I don't know.
Because there's like
people
both sides. Like
there's people that are fucking crazy, dude. That think, like you just said it, flat Earth. Those people are nuts.
Yeah.
Like some of the QAnon people, like that's insane. Like a lot, like
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that stuff like people that are like, oh, everything's a conspiracy. Like, dude, like the government has lied about so much shit. And like
that's
actually
more
just
reasonable
released now, like Operation Northwoods, like that was 100% a real thing. It's released with the Freedom of Information Act. You can look it up. It was actual CIA documents that they took to JFK about doing a false flag event so they could go to war. It was 100% real. They 100% wanted to do it, and that's happened before in other countries. It's happened before here.
I didn't see the document.
Look it up, dude. Operation Northwoods, but it's completely released. It's 100% a real thing, and I'm not saying that 9/11 was 100% a false flag event. But I am saying that they have done false flag events, and there's released documents that it was 100% they were going to for this, 100% they were going to and had plans to. And then people that are just like, well, this one wasn't. Skip up. Maybe it was. Maybe they did it and they got away with it, dude.
Yeah, why is that one? I think it's just a way that people cope with it, though, because it was sad. Like a lot of people did die. And
it was. That's why they. That's why they did that, though.
But that's
if they did it,
dude. That's what I'm saying, though. That's how people cope with it, though, because they don't want to make a mockery of whether it's a conspiracy or not. There's people that just don't want to make a mockery of it because there's thousands of people that fucking died. So I can see why people die.
And they don't want to even try to figure out who did it.
That's what I'm saying. Some people are uncomfortable with that, and they're using that as a coping mechanism. Like they don't want to get into it because it makes them uncomfortable. Whereas like other people are like, dude, what the fuck's going on here? And it doesn't make them uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people,
it's just weird.
I think there's some people that aren't necessarily non-conspiracy believers. I think they're just uncomfortable talking about it. Like they just don't like. They're just not as into it.
Yeah,
like they don't want to believe it.
They just don't know, like, or they don't know, or they've never heard of it before. Like that's what Tim Dillon always talks about. This he's like, I think QAnon got so big when it did because like the whole someone who never believed in any conspiracy or never looked into anything, had no idea. And then the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing came out. And that was just 100% true. That shit happened.
Yeah.
Like, there's people that have been following that. Like, Alex Jones had been talking about that kind of shit for a while. Everyone thought he was crazy. And then it came out that a fucking billionaire who was hanging out with all of these global elites, these ex-presidents, heads of the CIA, has connections all over the world, had like with the Mossad, all of this shit is just fucking kids on an island in the middle of the ocean. That's 100% real.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they just,
like
like, yeah, and then their brains just melted. He's like, they couldn't comprehend that. And then they're just like, oh, everything is a lie then. Which is just as crazy as believing none of it is, I think.
Yeah, just because they were right about the Jeffrey Epstein thing doesn't necessarily mean like everything else they say is true.
And they're like, oh, this is real? Like anything could be real. Anything could be real. You know what I mean? That exists. That's a real thing. That actually happened.
If you would have told me like 10 years ago, before the Jeffrey Epstein thing, broke, like before it like became like nationwide news or whatever,
right?
You told me that, I'd be like, what? Like, that's fucking crazy if you heard that. That's such a crazy thing that was happening with Jeffrey Epstein. So it's like you were saying, anything could be fucking happening. And you just like don't know.
And then when you find out about shit like this, like Operation Northwoods, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein was a real guy. There was fucking people having sex with little kids on an island with some fucking crazy billionaire.
Jeez.
Who's just friends with all the most powerful people in the world. That also exists. Dude, anything could be true. Now,
I mean, after
is
that.
Is Donald Trump in the tunnels underneath Washington, D.C. fighting off interdimensional demon pedophiles? That has yet to be seen. But
it could be. It could be true.
Jeff's fucking kids on an island. Bill Clinton's having sex with children. Anything could be true, dude. But when you get someone that's fucking
hold
dumb.
Hold on a second. I don't think I didn't comprehend. Like, it took me a while to process what you just said about fucking Donald Trump underneath Washington, D.C. What did you just say?
He's the second coming of Jesus Christ, and he's here to save us from the interdimensional demon pedophiles.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows this, dude. It's just that when you get dumb people, which a lot of people are dumb. I don't know if you interact with the general public of this country very often, Logan, but my disdain for them just grows every day. They are out of control. People are so fucking dumb. Have you ever seen that George Carlin bit where he's talking about, he's like, imagine the average American, just the average American, how fucking dumb that person is. No, if they're average, half the people are dumber than them.
Yeah.
If they're average, half the people are dumber than that person.
Like, I would like to think I'm an average, just a person with average intelligence.
Yeah, go to a fucking Walmart, Logan.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's still average. That's still in the middle.
Interact with people, and people that are doing well. People that have had decent jobs their whole lives, have a bit of money.
Yeah.
They are just fucking mentally not there. They just do not go out of their way to think about anything, dude. How they're affecting other people, what they're doing, just doing anything for themselves sometimes. Like,
yeah.
Dude, I just worked in the service industry for a while, and you learn that quick, dude, that people need to be, a lot of people in this world need to be told what to do. I've made this argument. I don't think Bill Gates should be controlling everybody, but a lot of people in this country maybe should be told what to do on a day-to-day basis. I will say that. Not only should they need it. They need to be told what to do, or they just can't, they won't survive.
Function, yeah.
They need to have people do shit for them. Like, I don't know, dude. It's crazy.
They're not independent. Like, they don't take things on by themselves. They need someone else to take it on for them and then bring them with.
They just have no regard for the rules that hold together the fabric of our society. Like, little stuff that's like, dude, we're like, people just come in. Like, the other day I went to this grocery store twice in one day, and I had 3 separate things that I'm like, dude, these people are just garbage people. So the first time I went, I'm checking out, and this lady is buying a box of cereal.
Yeah.
It gets scanned, and she just is like, that's supposed to be on sale. It's a fucking $4 box of cereal. And she's like, it's supposed to be $2.50 today. It's supposed to be $2.50. And she just keeps harassing this obviously in high school girl. this girl is probably 15. She's working at the fucking Hy-Vee and Dyers. But like,
checking.
Yeah, she has no idea. And she's like, oh, she's like, I'm actually not sure. Sometimes it like rings out at the end. Like when you scan stuff and then at the end, when you go to check out, it like discounts it, whatever.
Yeah.
And this,
that's how it usually works. Yeah.
Berating this little girl. And she's like, this is supposed to be $2.50. Dude, it's $1.50, ma'am. Relax. Like this girl also doesn't know. She's not the one running sales promotions at fucking Hy-Vee, dude.
Yeah.
And she's like, and the girl's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know. I don't know. It's not ringing up at my, and she's like, it's supposed to be, I just saw it on TV. I know that it's supposed to be
good for you, bitch.
I was like, dude, leave this girl alone.
God.
And then, so I leave. I had to come back for fucking something else later. And I come back and there's this guy who's doing the self-checkout and there's one lady working. And there's like, there's a person in front of me in line with a big cart full of stuff that she's in the middle of doing. I'm after her. There's fucking people on the behind me, whatever, and there's this guy over in the self-checkout line that's over there, and he has his light on flashing because he needs help.
Oh yeah, because he fucked up because he doesn't know how to use it.
Yeah, dude, and I don't know what it was. Obviously I wasn't over there. He's a few lanes down, and he just goes,
"Fucking boomer."
Oh, I could use some help over here. Just yells that, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, and
yeah, fuck
I was
you,
like,
dude.
oh my god. Then it's one lady that's working. Like I don't know who he's even yelling at. He's just yelling. And so this guy that's like manager or something, I don't know, he's wearing a different t-shirt. So he goes over there and he's helping him, and the guy's like kind of yelling at him, and he's like, this isn't supposed to be on here. This is supposed to be on here. Well, first of all, sir, it's self-checkout. If it's on there, that's fucking your
scanned
fault.
It.
Yeah. Like, this isn't supposed to be on here. I just kept hearing him say that. He's like, that's bullshit. Nope, that's bullshit.
What a fucking loser.
And like, I'm not
dude.
over there, so I'm kind of not paying attention. But I hear him. He just is being loud and obnoxious, and he's obviously being an asshole to this guy.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, kind of try to listen. And he's like, no, I don't. Whatever. Fuck it. I don't care. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for theirs too. He points to the people behind him.
No way.
And the guy's like, sir, I can't. He's like, sir, you already ran your card. I can't like just take it off. I don't know what you mean. He's like, I have to refund it. And he's
Maybe
like,
you shouldn't have
nope.
fucking ran your
And
card,
he goes,
idiot.
Nope, that's bullshit. I know that's not right. Shouldn't have been on there. And he's like, sir, I'll just refund it. He's like, I'm refunding it right now. He's like going over to the other computer to do it. The fucking service checkout line, whatever.
Yeah.
Guy's like, nope, that's bullshit. I know it. It's fucking bullshit. Like, he's just walking out with all this stuff. And he's like, shouldn't have been on there.
He just had to win. He knew he lost,
dude,
but he had to win.
What are you talking about? And what, dude, why do you have to be an asshole? It's not helping the situation at all. This guy's trying to help you. He's getting it refunded. What you're complaining about is getting fixed.
Irrelevant.
And this guy's trying to be so nice, and you can tell he's just getting pissed because this fucking idiot does not understand how shit works.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
and
dude,
also, who cares, dude? Like,
deal?
you think Hy-Vee's not going to survive if you don't buy if you get mad and don't come back?
Dude.
Like, fuck you, dude. God, those people are fucking lame. People like that are just, I think they just don't have any hope. They're just
garbage people.
Yeah. They just don't have
That guy doesn't spend 1 second of his day thinking about anything outside of what he's immediately doing. And you could tell that. He's like, I don't care how this affects anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or thinking about people around him. Thinking about other people, dude, and how other people feel.
Does not care. Like,
God damn.
And then there was this other guy. This is all, by the way, in the same day.
Jesus.
5 minutes later, I get checked out, and I'm walking out, and there's this older guy. He's probably, I would guess 70, but in this town, he's probably fucking 35. No, he's probably 50 something, maybe 60. He's probably 60. I would guess 60.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And he goes and he puts his fucking cart just up on the sidewalk. Just obviously not where you're supposed to put it in the first place.
God, fuck.
Puts it right on the edge of this sidewalk, and he starts walking away. And I fucking watched this happen from across the parking lot, dude. He starts walking away. I'm probably 40 yards away, and it starts turning a little and just falls off the edge of this curb sideways from up, goes all the way down, just a shopping cart onto the concrete. It was so fucking loud. I watched it happen from 40 yards away.
Just
and it
didn't even
still
flinch.
Startled me with how loud it was. And now it's also just in the middle of the fucking road, like where you drive, like right in front of the store where you drive.
Yeah.
He did not even turn around and look at it. There is a 0% chance he didn't hear it. He 100% heard it and could only know that it was his cart. There was nothing else that it could possibly be.
Yeah, because even if it wasn't his cart, he would have turned around and saw it.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
So
he
loud.
just fucking over, got in his fucking car, dude, and drove away.
I
just
saw
started
TikTok.
laughing. I didn't know what to do.
That's fucking wild. I saw a TikTok the other day. It was like this old lady pushed her groceries to her car, and she had her cart outside of her door, and she just closed her door, got in her car, and was like, and turned on her car and just left her cart literally like right outside of her door. Didn't put it away. And this guy who took the video came up and was like, "Hey, ma'am, is this your cart?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, I'll go put it away for you." Like just acting like he was being nice. And she's like, "Oh, really? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it." And he just goes and pushes it and sets it right behind her car so she can't back out. so she had to like get out of her fucking car and go move the cart. It was really funny. Have you ever seen the cart police on TikTok?
Yeah. The guy that throws the stickers on people's cars. Dude, people get fucking upset because these people are bad people. They're bad people.
They're just terrible human beings.
And I don't know, like, why can't people just...
They're unhinged.
Why can't people just be nicer? Or like, that's what I'm saying. They don't care about the rules that hold our society together. These kind of unwritten rules, like just do something for other people. Not that you have to be a fucking philanthropist, but put your fucking cart back, dude. I don't think they realize that it's someone else that's putting that back. And they're like, well, that's their job. It's like, yeah, but even if you put it back, they still have to come out and fucking put them in the thing and push them all the way back into the thing. Yeah. And it's never like, I don't know. It's just fucking, that's crazy to me.
Or like at Hy-Vee, like you were saying, do something for someone that doesn't have to be philanthropy. Like that guy that was checking out at Hy-Vee that it was $150, but he was paying $250 or whatever the fuck you were saying. Or
lady.
That lady. Like
it was $1.50 less.
Like by just saying, you know what, I'll eat the $1. Don't worry about it. Like that's doing something for that person. Like
not even that, but you don't have to be an asshole.
True. Like you could ask for it to get fixed
energy
completely
in your
nicely.
Day to just be like, oh, hey, I think this is just supposed to be $250. Actually, it was on sale.
Less energy,
dude,
probably.
It is no
probably
extra
less
energy. How fucking much do you hate your life? How bad is your fucking home life and your relationships with other people? There's nothing in that lady's life.
Always think about this.
She does not spend a fucking second of her day thinking about anything outside of what she wants and what she's currently doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She probably doesn't have any good friends. She probably doesn't have any fucking joy in her life. Her joy is making sure she let that girl get the biz, dude. That's her joy in her life. Is being right about shit.
It's
like crazy, dude.
It's like any other, it's like an addiction though. Like as soon, it's like when she does it, then she's just like feels shitty about herself afterwards.
No, she has feels to do good, dude.
Yeah, she feels good, but then she feels shitty.
I gave that 16-year-old girl the business in there, dude. That's what she's thinking.
Oh, and then she's the one, that goes and tells all of her friends, and it just spreads like a cancer.
To charge me.
Spreads like a cancer, dude. And then all of her friends do it, and it's just like, gross.
Yeah, dude. The people in that town are fucking garbage people. I've been interacting with quite a few of them.
Generalization.
Yeah, I'll generalize the fuck out of these people. Dude, they're bad people, dude. Most of them, they're just looking for shit to be wrong with stuff. Yeah. They're looking to be upset. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. You can just choose how, like, 99% of your interactions with the world go. You can choose if it's going to be a good or a bad interaction. You can choose if you have a good day or a bad day, dude. You genuinely can.
Yeah. Well,
and it bothers me that people choose to have a bad day. Right, stuff happens.
I mean, you could still, even if something really bad happened, though, like, technically, you still could choose to have a good day after it.
Yeah, dude.
But I would it's more understandable, like, if something really bad happens, it makes sense why maybe you had a bad day.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's no excuse to treat people like fucking shit, though. That's no excuse to treat people like shit.
Especially when it's not their fault.
Dude, this turned into like a fucking church session or something. Like we're preaching to the people.
Dude. Because people need to hear it, dude. People need to hear this.
They do.
Just go out
Except
and
the
have
people
a good
who are
day.
going to hear it aren't the people that need to hear it. It's the people that would never listen to our show.
No.
But it's fun talking shit.
That lady sits in her car in silence on the way home.
Oh,
and
she listens to like 103 The Bus.
And replays in her head how she fucking gave that girl the business at IV, dude.
Yeah, I can't wait to tell Jackie about this tomorrow morning at coffee when I'm not doing shit with my day.
Yeah, dude. Don't go to Hy-Vee. They try to charge you for stuff.
You don't want to go on over to Hy-Vee. Yeah, you want to know what wouldn't happen if this wouldn't happen if Trump was in office.
See, that's what I was getting to next.
We thank you, Mr. Biden.
That's what's wrong with this country these days is people just don't understand the art of the deal anymore, Logan.
That's true. Hey, honestly,
that lady understands the art of the deal.
God damn.
Who do you think came out with a better deal in that one? Huh? Oh, we haven't even got to these. What do we got?
We haven't even gotten to any articles that we haven't done a single article
shit
all
about
day.
the general public again.
We should talk about this
fired
quick.
Up, dude.
We're already at 55 minutes, but we should talk about this for like the last 5 to 10 minutes here.
All right, what
so,
do we got?
the Beyond Meat. So, the company that sells meat that's not actually meat, like it's fake. What is it? Like lab grown meat or whatever.
I don't even know what it is.
They suspended their chief operating officer for allegedly biting a man's nose off.
Did he bite it off or did he just bite it? Look at that guy.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm just going to believe that he bit it off.
Doug Ramsey sounds like a guy that would bite someone's nose. That's what's in the Beyond Meat. It's fucking people's bitten off noses.
Yeah, definitely not vegan. Suspended effective. I love how he's just. Oh, he was arrested.
Yeah,
punching a man and biting his nose. The company said in a statement on Tuesday afternoon.
It says allegedly.
It's true. Allegedly,
it's not been proven in a court of law, Logan.
True.
Innocent until proven guilty.
And let me tell you, the COO, Doug Ramsey, this guy's not being found guilty.
No, dude.
He's got lawyers. Company said in a statement on Tuesday afternoon that Jonathan Nelson, the company's senior vice president of manufacturing operations, will oversee Beyond's. Oh, I don't give a fuck about what they're doing next.
Read the next paragraph.
He was charged. Oh my God, he was charged with terroristic threatening and third-degree battery, and booked in the Washington County Jail after allegedly assaulting a driver in a parking garage near Razorback Stadium. So he was at an Arkansas football game. So drunk, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah. Oh,
terroristic
an
threatening
Arkansas football game.
What's
He's the 15th guy that day that did that.
What constitutes terroristic threatening? Have you ever heard of that?
I think if you tell someone you're gonna bite their fucking nose off, that might not be legal.
Yeah, but how's that like terrorism?
Dude, also, I didn't know it was illegal to get in a fight at an Arkansas football game, dude. I'm pretty sure that's legal.
That happens all the time. Okay, so a terroristic threat is pretty simple. I mean, it's just a threat to commit a crime of violence or a threat to cause bodily injury to another person or terrorization as a result of the proscribed conduct. Yeah. So terroristic, yeah, that could literally just be threatening to injure someone. Yeah. Just one person.
That's what I'm saying. If you tell someone you're going to bite their nose off, I don't think you can just do that.
Yeah. Probably not. What if
you just tell them? But
what if you just tell them you're going to bite the nose off, but you don't actually bite their nose off?
I know it's not their specialty, but we could talk to our friends over at Electrocution Law Firm. They might have a better grasp of the law surrounding this kind of stuff.
Yeah, www.electrocutionlawfirm.net/contact. Reach out to them for all the questions that you have.
Amazing.
They know what they're talking about over there.
Their stock. Oh, I like how they just get into trashing their business. Probably because he's out doing shit like this instead of fucking developing meat in a lab.
Yeah, because he knows it's not going to work.
75% this year. The market cap has gone down $1.02 billion. Just 3 years ago, the company was valued at $13.4 billion, and then people tried it.
Yeah, and isn't it like super bad for you? Like it's not even...
It's lab-grown meat, Logan.
Like not super bad for you, but it's not good
for you, dude.
Like it's not like proven to be like cancerous yet.
Well, isn't Mountain Dew bad for
it's
you?
definitely
That's just
not
lab-grown water. Mountain Dew. This is the equivalent of fucking lab-grown. This is equivalent of like
hard seltzer Mountain Dew. Dude, I keep seeing
real.
fucking commercials for that everywhere. They're trying to push it way too hard.
Do you know how much money Mountain Dew has?
Enough.
Are they Coke or Pepsi? Is Mountain Dew Coke or Pepsi?
PepsiCo owns them.
Yeah, you would know. Dude,
what do you mean? Yeah, you would know.
Speaking
you
of
said that
Pepsi,
like it was an insult.
You're a big Pepsi guy, dude.
Oh yeah, Diet Pepsi.
You Pepsi or Coke?
I like Diet Pepsi better than Diet Coke.
Did Gilly show you, or did Kyla show you Gilly's message
yes.
last night?
Yes.
Dude, he fucking got her ass.
Yeah, and then I got him back. I
Fucking
said,
slay.
yeah,
Oh,
well,
wait,
a good and I said, yeah, well, a good. Let's explain the situation. So,
okay.
Kyla put a picture on her story, and it was she likes Diet Coke, I like Diet Pepsi, and it was like we were just being dumb, and she put like house divided, like something stupid, and a poll.
Oh, you guys are white, huh?
Yeah. And well, no, we did it. Like the house divided thing was ironically.
No, I get it.
Like, we weren't actually like fucking, but that'd be so cringy if we actually were. But so we did a vote or whatever, and then Gilly messaged her and was like, "Wow, that seems kind of ironic." Or no, Gilly messaged her and said, "Full sugar pop all the way" or whatever, something along those lines, right? And then Kyle's like, "Oh, Diet Pepsi all day or whatever, no sugar in this apartment."
Sugar is the devil.
Sugar is the devil or something like that. And then Gilly's like, seems kind of ironic that you run a baking company and literally
just sent her a picture of like a recent Instagram post of like,
it's just a big cake, just a massive cake.
A fucking pound of sugar.
Yeah. And then I don't know if she actually messaged him this or not, but I told him to respond with, yeah, the best drug dealers in town don't do drugs. So
that's true, dude.
The best drug dealers don't do drugs. You think the CEO of Marlboro is smoking cigs? Yeah, right. Dude, no way.
Who's the CEO of Marlboro? Look this up.
Dude, that's also another 30% of the show is looking up the CEOs of evil fucking companies.
It's just funny to see.
Yeah, who's like
just
behind
see
this
some
stuff.
of these guys? Like, who's running? Marlboro is a fucking Jacek Olczak.
Oops. Images. Oh, yep.
Oh,
yep,
Marlboro
this fucking tracks.
Oh my god, you think that guy smokes cigs? No, dude.
Dude, this guy's 11 till. This guy's gonna freeze his fucking body. Dude,
I'll be honest. He's kind of cool looking. Look at that picture.
He does. He has some nice hair, actually.
Dude, we need actions, not words, to restore trust. We need to really just build trust again in the Marlboro company. What's the actual company? It said Marlboro is just a product. Philip Morris. Philip Morris owns Marlboro is just a product, I guess.
Philip Morris is the name of the company.
Yeah.
I got it.
What a fucking... This guy is all about money. Dude, if you're selling cigs, like they're not doing a good thing.
This picture this picture right here is just he has like such a shitty grin on his face too. Like, yeah, bitch, you think guys smoke cigs? That's the face he's making.
Look at the one down on the bottom left looking out the window. Pull up that picture.
Looking into his future.
Our smoke-free products. Damn.
Oh, he does it. Wow, I nailed that. He said our smoke-free products are our future. Little camera trick. Wow. Okay. But yeah, Gilly, the best drug dealers don't do their own drugs.
Some of them.
Well.
All right, what else we got?
I think that's it. I got to get going, so.
All right.
We'll have to pick up the rest of the stuff next time, so.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Another good episode. Follow us on social media.
Yep, that's what it's called. Yep.
Social media.
Yep, social media. And subscribe on YouTube.
Subscribe on YouTube.
Give us a review.
We're getting a couple subscribers now. Leave us a comment. If you comment, we'll interact with it.
Yeah, do something.
We'll bring it up. We'll bring it up on the show.
Yeah. If you refer to the show. If not, then fuck off. But that's all we got.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful evening.
Thanks for listening.